Hello everybody, right, so today I'm going to be talking about José Mourinho in or José Mourinho out. So, being a Spurs fan is really strange and weird and frustrating at times. Okay, our fan base is fantastic, we have the best fans ever. However, what I'm slightly perturbed about this season is the possible agenda that our fans have against José Mourinho. Now, the football this season hasn't been fantastic, okay? The football has been turgid, defensive, and quite awful to watch at times, okay? I'm happy to admit that. However, we have to think about these players and we have to remember to not romanticise what happened under Mauricio Pochettino. So I'm going to take us back a little bit before I address what's going on with Mourinho. We all remember losing the Champions League final. Alright, it was one of the worst days ever. It actually happened on my birthday. It was like the 5th of June. We lost that final. Now, the way we played against Ajax and the way that we defeated Ajax with scoring those 3 goals, a hat-trick from Moura, and the way that we beat Man City in the quarterfinals, it really made me think that we were going to win that game. It really made me think if there was any year that we were going to win the Champions League, it would be that year because the stars were aligned for us. The way we played in that final was absolutely dreadful. The problem that I have with Spurs fans is, and myself included sometimes, we tend to reimagine and romanticise the way things were under Pochettino. In the beginning, it was brilliant, right? You know, he bought Dele Alli, we had Kane coming through. You know, he's been one of the best managers that we've ever had. I'm not slating Pochettino. What I am willing to say is that after that Champions League final defeat and the dreadful performance, the team was done. The players had stopped playing for Pochettino after that match. You know, you watch those games that we had in September and October before Mourinho took over. Pochettino, he was a broken man. We all cried along with him when we lost in the final and when we won in the semi-final. You know, I'll remember that till I die. You know, those tears that he had and the emotion and, you know, the passion that he has for our club. I love Pochettino. So please don't think that I'm slagging him off. We tend to forget how bad the players were playing under him after that Champions League defeat. They'd lost interest, hence why Levy got rid of him. Now, there are plenty of people online discussing José Mourinho. I've got here independent newspaper Miguel Delaney saying he's on the worst run of his career. He's got the lowest win percentage of any Spurs manager since Juan de Ramos in 2008. It's a long time. Morale must be pretty bad in that Spurs dressing room. As fans, we can't just jump to the conclusion of let's get Julian Nagelsmann in, let's get Mourinho out. It's just not the right attitude to have. These players need to take responsibility. Look at the team. Davinson Sanchez, Eric Dyer, Ben Davies, Harry Winks, Serge Aurier, Matt Doherty. They are not good enough. They're not title-winning players. They're not really Champions League quality players. If you were AC Milan, Barcelona, Real Madrid, would you be taking Eric Dyer, Davinson Sanchez? No, you wouldn't. Mourinho has come in, year and a half in. He is trying to build a team and he's trying to bring in his own tactics and his own defensive tactics and counter-attacking football. However, the players that we have are just not cutting the mustard and they are not good enough. This sort of narrative, and whether you want to say that it's a media agenda or media-driven narrative of Mourinho's a dinosaur, Mourinho's tactics don't work, I actually don't agree with that. 10 years ago, he won the Champions League with Inter Milan. Inter Milan were nothing, okay? Yeah, they'd won the Serie A a couple of times before he joined. In Europe, they did absolutely nothing. In his second season, he brings in Lucio, Schneider, Samuel Eto'o, Diego Milito, and he crafts this team counter-attacking, decisive, aggressive, playing on the front foot. He's clearly trying to do the same sort of thing at Spurs. They're either not listening, they're not good enough, or there's just something missing. Julian Nagelsmann's name has been bandied around the last week or so especially, that, you know, he's number one on Daniel Levy's list if Mourinho's sacked. And apparently Mourinho's got 4 games to save his career. And it's not surprising that we're in this predicament with the results and the style of play. But do we want to be a team who settles for mediocrity and settles for how we used to be 10 years ago, where we'd finish 5th or 4th or 6th or 7th, but we'd play really entertaining football? We'd never win anything. Or, second option, do we want to actually have one of the greatest managers of the last 20 years lead our club to trophies? Okay, we're already in the Carabao Cup final. We're in the next stage of the Europa League. If Mourinho cannot turn this around, who can? Why do people who support Spurs or anybody else think that bringing in Julian Nagelsmann, who's managed Leipzig, Hoffenheim, why would that make any difference? There are so many individual errors in our team and people who are so prone to making these individual mistakes. Mourinho must be tearing his hair out. And I'm not saying that he's not to blame for part of this. There are games that we've played against Brighton, Crystal Palace, etc., where we've drawn or we've lost. I've been screaming at the TV saying we should be playing on the front foot, we should be dominating these games, but we're playing this counter-attack, low possession football, and it's really frustrating. So he has to take responsibility, but those players, they are not absolved of any responsibility here. And as fans, we can't just be a group of people who are like Chelsea supporters who want the manager to be sacked every 6 months. It's a year and a half into a project. He's won everywhere that he's been. At Inter Milan, he won the league and the Champions League with an ageing, decrepit team. At Real Madrid, he won everything. Chelsea, he's won everything. United, he won the Europa League. We have to have a bit of perspective. If you get rid of him, don't think that it's just you're gonna be able to click your fingers and the team is suddenly gonna be full of like megastars, because it isn't. In the summer, there's got to be changes. There's got to be people leaving. We've got to bring in quality, high quality centre-backs for this team to improve. Are you Mourinho in or are you Mourinho out? Do you want Julian Nagelsmann or somebody else to come in? Do you want wholesale changes in the summer? Please comment. Comment on the video, like it, subscribe, share it, watch it, and I'll do another video before the Europa League game tomorrow as a preview to that. So, see you later.